years ago, and we're talking, it's one of our oldest programs, over 30 years, worked to build capacity in the community for people to provide mental health supports to their individual communities, being whether they're language specific, culturally competent. We knew we couldn't do this alone. So we partnered with organizations like yours who had clients who were coming to their door who had mental health issues, challenges, but also had a language or a cultural need that needed to be matched. So we started partnering, saying, we're going to give you the mental health experience. We're going to give you some funds to help you do that so that you in your organization can build your capacity to meet those specific needs of your community. So what we did with Mennonite New Life is the Spanish community was the first Spanish-speaking community. Didn't mean they were from Spain, but the Spanish-speaking community was the first one that was addressed as something that needed this kind of support. So that's how we started it. We gave funds to support the group on a Saturday with 2 volunteer facilitators that your organization actually hired and kept on, and we just funneled through to help support it together with trainings, with guest speakers, with content. So it was really a partnership around what the needs of your community are, what we could bring as the mental health piece to build capacity, and some dollars to help support that. So that's how that started. I'm so happy to report that not only did we move from Spanish, we now have Farsi speaking. So this was another newcomer community that you had identified as needed support. So then we just continued that sort of funneling and that support. And it gives your organization the ability to become in-house experts with CMHA sort of in the background saying, hey, this are the tools that you're going to need to do that. And I think it's a great partnership. The other thing that we did with Mennonite New Life was they had the bridging program, which was help foreignly trained psychiatrists get to know the community mental health. We did placement opportunities for some of those in the past. So it's really around leadership training. So facilitators are hired by the organization, the host organization, which is you, for example, and then we say, oh, do you want assist training? So suicide prevention skills, crisis intervention skills, mental health 101, how to do a mental health assessment. And then it's also about group facilitation. What are the kind of things that you could present to your group? And then if people were struggling, they would work with our facilitator to say maybe they need one-to-one support, and then referrals were made in supporting that facilitator to make them. I enjoy that it seems to be a very healthy and doing well partnership. So it makes me happy to see that whatever we're providing you is enabling you to build your own capacity. I think from my lens, we're supporting women from all these different communities who deal with migration stress, social isolation, a change in parenting, a change in their marital relation. When you move to a new country, there's all kinds of, the migration stress is huge. And I think what we're trying to do is be proactive. So that's what I like. It's like saying before something becomes an illness, we're dealing with it as an issue, not a problem or an illness, but starting to we call it preventive work, and that's what this is. I think our values also are in line, and that makes it much easier to do this. I just see we've started with Spanish, we've moved to Farsi, and I think it will just continue with the next community is that you may see is needing that kind of support. So I enjoy that growth. In 2019, we awarded Mennonite New Life Center with our partnership award. We picked only very few organizations to get this award. For us, it's very important to award people when they're making extra efforts to be proactive in a very complex mental health system and to design programs that meet the needs of our vulnerable population. And that's exactly what Mennonite New Life Center was doing, and we felt we needed to value it. There's never enough funds for this. That's a huge challenge. Toronto is one of the most diverse cities in Canada. We know, I think actually in North America, and there are always little pockets of people who fall through the cracks. And I know that your role and our role is try to alleviate those cracks, but sometimes there isn't just the funds. The demands for mental health services has increased exponentially. We say in our business that it's not just the 1 in 5, it's the 5 in 5. Everyone has mental health. On a continuum, we all have either too much or too little of something at some point in our lives, and meeting that demand can be a challenge. But group work and the check-in and the wellness and all those initiatives are one small piece that really help stop stigma, enables people to ask for help when they didn't even realize they needed help, because it's such a safe space to be yourself. And I think the flexibility of the program of making it fit whatever the women need, then we bring in those guest speakers based on that. So although there's all this diversity, we try our best to be flexible, working together as partners to figure out that. I think as CMHA grows and you grow, the partnership will only get stronger. We don't see an end to this partnership. We see an expansion of the partnership when it comes to those newer communities that you will feel and approach us and say, hey, we have this need, how can we work together? It's really about that proactive lens of engagement and evaluation of what is the needs, and together we can do that. That's what I see. It's been ongoing for 10 plus, it's not going anywhere. I think it's more going forward as opposed to anywhere else. Congratulations on reaching this milestone of an anniversary, and we wish you continued success for another 40 years of providing comprehensive new services to the newcomer communities.